Good morning, class 7. So, today I am going to start new chapter, which is chapter 10, soil. So, basically we are in unit 3, the world of the living, in which we already finished chapter 9, weather, climate and adaptation. And now I am going to start new chapter, soil. You have learned that plants need soil to grow and make their food. We all ultimately depend on soil for food. Most of our clothing can also be traced to soil. Cottons come from the cotton plant and that grow on the soil, in the soil. Wool come from sheep that eat grasses and that grows in soil. The wood to make furniture and build homes come from trees that also grow in soil. So we can say that we are totally, or we can also say that we all ultimately depend upon soil for food and also for other things, directly or indirectly. Let us talk about the very first topic of this chapter, which is composition of soil. Soil is made up of two main components. First, tiny bits of mineral particles which come from larger rocks. These minerals include salts of iron, calcium, potassium, magnesium and phosphorus, etc. Many of these minerals are needed by plants for their growth. The other component in humus, which is dark brown in color and consists of decaying remains of plants and animals. A variety of dead and decaying organisms contribute to the formation of humus. A lot of it is formed by decaying leaves of plants. Small plants such as mosses, lichens, and ferns grow in a small piece of rocks. When they die, they mix with the soil and form humus. Soil also contains water, air, and living organisms. Water and air are needed for soil organisms to survive and for dead and decaying matter to be converted to humus. Humus makes the soil fertile by providing organic nutrients. It also provides food to earthworms and other animals living in the soil. Besides, it improves the texture of the soil and prevents minerals being washed away by water. Beside earthworm, living organisms living in soil include millipedes, centipedes, ants, fungi and bacteria. Actually, more living organisms live in this soil than above it. Many of them play an active part in maintaining the fertility of soil. So we can say that So many organisms are also present in the soil to improve fertility of soil, texture of soil, and also prevent minerals being washed away by water. Earthworms are called farmers' friends. They improve the texture of soil by burrowing into the soil. They make it loose, thus allowing air to enter into it and water to drain from it. They also form channel in the soil for root and spread through it. So we can also say that earthworm is earthworms are friends, farmers' friend, because they improve fertility and texture of the soil and also form channel in the soil for the root and spread through. Bacteria and fungi in the soil feed on dead remains of plants and animals that help to form humus. Some bacteria convert nitrogen of air into nitrogenous compound which can be used by plants, and this is known as fixing of nitrogen. We know that Rhizobium named a bacteria present into the soil that convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate, and these nitrate taken by root, and then after plant get their nutrients. So we know that how these things, bacteria, are really very important which are present inside the soil. Some organisms such as millipedes and centipedes living in the soil that harmful as they destroy roots of the plants. So some plants, some organism useful for plants, useful for soil, and some microorganism or organism which are living in soil that harmful as they destroy roots of plants. So this is the introduction part in which we talk about composition of soil. Okay. There are mainly two composition. One is humus and second is mineral particles. Okay. In which we talk about how water and air are needed for soil organism for their survival, and then after we talk about earthworm living organism that are living in this soil include millipedes, centipedes, and fungi, bacteria, and how we see millipedes, centipedes destroy roots of plant and how bacteria are useful for plants. Okay. So this is all about the introduction part of composition of soil. In next lecture we talk about formation of soil.